This epidemic of loneliness and being disconnected from who we are. Realistically, does the individual have any chance against social media companies and mainstream media companies and junk food corporations who control so much of what we see, hear, and subsequently feel about ourselves? Like, are we too far gone?
It's a tough problem because it's almost like the culture is against us. The culture is trying to destroy us for the sake of profit, of course, like they design cell phones for kids that deliberately addict them, and that's a hard one to fight, or the junk foods that you mentioned. But it's possible as long as there's awareness of these problems. As I pointed out in this book, The Myth of Normal, we take these things for granted. We think they're normal, and they are the norm. But in the sense of being healthy or natural, they're not. Unfortunately, when we grow up used to something, we take it for granted. And so we think that what is normal must just be the way it has to be. It isn't, but it takes a lot of awareness. Now, you mentioned parenting, for example, So I just saw a report in the New York Times this morning about the stress of parenting, or even looking for parental or child care, is harmful to the immune system and to the hormonal apparatus. This is just today, based on lots of science, so that parenting has become unduly stressful. It doesn't need to be necessarily, but what's happened in North America, and then I should say Western society, is that parenting has become, for a lot of people, a source of stress. Of course, a source of pleasure and joy, but much more stress than it needs to be. And that itself can undermine the parent's health.
Kids are often replicating the model, the example that the parents have set. But when the parents are in this recurring cycle of stress, it's very difficult at times to be able to set the positive example that you want to set when you're in a situation with so much of this other stuff going on.
Yes. And it's not just an example. It's also, when we're stressed, it's been shown, not because we don't love our kids, we're not trying to do our best, but when we're stressed, we're not able to offer our kids the attuned, emotionally present connection that they actually need for healthy development. So it's not even just the examples that we set, it's the actual environment that we create by our lack of emotional presence because of the stresses that we're under.